Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a little bit of a visitor today. This is my little dog Jack. He wants to join me as I film, so don't mind him watching. Hi. Hi. If you don't know this about me, I am a huge dog person. I love dogs with long hair. I love animals in general, but I have a weakness for dogs. So we're going to be recreating this look I have on right now. It's kind of a spotlight halo eye. I've heard both terms used. But it took me about 15 minutes to create in total, and so I really wanted to show everyone how easy it can be to actually do your makeup in the morning and how quickly you can get it done, because a lot of people had asked me, how on earth do you do your makeup every morning and get here super early on time? Super early on time, that doesn't make sense. I'm either early or I'm on time. But anyway, people wanted to know how I do it when I have to get to work for about 8 in the morning every day. And it honestly took me 15 minutes, and I'm going to show you little tips and tricks on how to recreate this really quickly. And I'm going to be using my new favorite palette, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. I know this isn't a new palette. It's new to me. I just purchased it the other day and I'm so excited to use it. I mean, look at these colors. I don't know if my lighting's doing justice. I'm having so many issues with my lighting lately. I can't seem to find the right lighting when I'm filming. It's either too bright, too dark. I'm trying to use natural light because I don't actually have a light set yet. I've ordered one online and it's taking forever to get here. But what are you gonna do? You gotta blah blah blah, I can't speak. You gotta deal with what you have. But we're gonna go in with this color here today, Sphere. This one just caught my attention. Obviously, if you see this palette, I mean, it's a neon color, it's gonna grab your attention. Like if I put it on an angle, you can kind of see, like it stands out, that color. So we're gonna play with that color, we're gonna play with the color Throne, this really nice shimmery teal color. Anyway, you'll see all the colors we'll be using, but I just want to stress how easy this actually is. We're not going to spend too much time being precise with anything. It's going to be very smoked out. There's not going to be any cut crease because a lot of people like to do that halo with a cut crease. I decided I didn't want to do it. I don't have time in the morning to do it. I'm trying to make it as simple as I possibly can. I did think it was an easy process. I've been able to do it multiple times, and you're not stuck using just this palette. Of course, you can use any palette. You can follow the same tips and tricks that I'm using, but you don't have to stick to this. I'm just very excited to use it. I'm very obsessed with it, and I'm making so many unflattering facial expressions right now, but I'm so excited to use this. So any palette works. All you really need is about 4 shades, 4 eyeshadow colors, and you're set and you're good to go. And we'll just do everything else on the face very quick and easy. Just foundation, brows, and blush and highlight. We're not going to worry about contouring. We're just going to keep it nice and simple, and then a lipstick. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't been annoyed enough by me already, please stay tuned and keep watching. If you are annoyed already, I apologize. You can feel free to shut this off right now, but I really hope you don't. So if you could please stay and watch, and I hope you get some really good tips and tricks out of this. I also kept this not a natural makeup look either, because some people I know like a little bit of variety. I like to do something a little bit different that stands out, and so I wanted to do something that was really, I don't want to say very outside of the box. It's not that much of a standout, different look, but something a little bit more fun than just a natural kind of like everyday brown smoky eye. That's usually a typical day look. I got a little bit bored of doing that myself, so I wanted to try something a little bit different, and I was impressed just how quickly I was able to accomplish this. So without further ado, I'm going to quit babbling and we're going to get straight to the video. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, leave your comments below. I am more than happy to take some criticism on my filming and techniques and things like that. I'm brand new to this. I don't fully know what I'm doing yet. So if you have any tips and tricks or just any constructive criticism so I know how to make these videos better, please let me know. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye.
Hey everyone, so let's get started. So first thing you want to do is make sure your skin is cleansed, toned, and moisturized. So I already went ahead and set my eyes, and I used my CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer in the shade Fair. Then I filled in my brows with the Benefit Ka-Brow Cream Gel Eyebrow Color in the shade 3. And this has that ingenious brush attached in the cap, which is the perfect small angle brush to fill in those brows. Then I went in and set the concealer with the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder with the Quo Cosmetics Fluffy Brush. This fluffy brush is terrific for blending eyeshadow as well, which I will be doing later on, but all I did was just dip that into the powder and pack it onto the eyelid just to make sure that that concealer doesn't budge all day. Then we're going to dive right into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, and we're going to jump in with the shade Unity. It's this great yellowy, peachy, beige color. It's a perfect transition color. So I'm going to use that same Quo fluffy brush and pack that right into the crease and push it a little bit upwards. Just in circular motions and windshield wiper motions is a perfect way, blah blah blah, I can't speak, perfect way to spread that color from outer to inner corner of the eye. And next we're going to go in with the shade Eden, this perfect muted orange shade. It's not too vibrant, but it has so much pigment and it's just great with the shade Unity. So you're going to take some on that same Quo fluffy brush, push that into the outer corner of the eye and blend that right up into the crease exactly where we placed the shade Unity. You're just not going to take it quite as high up, but still relatively high up, a little bit past the crease. Then we're going to go in with the shade Lure, a really nice neutral medium tone brown, and we're going to use that same Quo fluffy brush that we've been using this whole time. We're going to pack that right into the outer corner, into the crease and inner corner once again, nothing new, repeating the exact same steps that we did with the shades Unity and Eden previously. That's a mouthful. And just keep blending it in. Just don't take that Lure shade too high up. We want to keep that primarily just in the crease. Then you're going to take the shade Unity and a clean blending brush. I'm using the Wet n Wild crease brush to just blend out all those shadows. We use so many different shadows, so we want to make sure there are no harsh lines because the #1 enemy of any eye look is a harsh line. I am telling you. That is my enemy and it should be yours. Then we're going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that came with that Prism palette, which has both a fluffy end and a more small compact end. We're going to use that small compact end and the shade Throne. We're going to take a little bit on that compact end of the brush and we're going to pack it on the outer corner of the eye and then the inner corner of the eye. This is what's going to help create that spotlight. Stick to the lower part of the eyelid in the outer corner and then you start stippling it on. That's how you're really going to get a lot of payoff and a lot of pigment, is to stipple it on and press it on rather than brush it on. And you just want to stick to the outer corner, leaving the center of the eye blank. That's the part of the eye that's going to be highlighted. That's going to be the spotlight, which is why we call it a spotlight eye. And you're going to repeat that same stippling motion on the other eye. I like to start on the outer corners of the eye first. I don't know why, it just works better for me. Then we're going to go into the inner corner of the eye. So again, you're going to start with a little bit on your brush and just kind of outline where you'd like the shadow to be, because you want to leave the center of the eye blank and it's up to you to decide how much of the eye you want to leave blank in the center. Again, you just stipple it on and then pack it on, and you'll see it doesn't look that great at the moment. So then you're going to take that compact end again, but make sure it's clean, and then you're going to use the shade Sphere, and this is what's going in the center of the eye. This is going to be the star of the show. This is going to be where the spotlight is, the highlight, whatever you'd like to call it. So I just press it onto the center of the eye first and I push it up slightly into the crease. You'll see, it looks a little weird right now, right? Because we haven't blended anything yet. So then you use that fluffy end of the Anastasia brush and just start blending it into the crease. This is going to probably be the most frustrating part. It's just a lot of blending from this point on. Then I'm going to use a small brush. This one's from Essence Cosmetics. This is their Precise Eyeliner brush actually, but it has a really good fine tip to pack on that sphere color right in towards the crease. I want it really defined in the crease and rounded looking. This is what the halo and spotlight eye is all about. Then I'm going to take that same compact end and the shade Throne once again because I decided I want a little bit more impact, a little bit more color, and a little bit more contrast between the center of the eye and the outer corner of the eye. Then I took Sphere on my fingertip actually and packed it right onto the center for extra pigment. Then you just blend. So I'm using the Quo fluffy brush once again just to blend this all out. Then you'll see I've had some shadow fall below my eye and it's a little bit messy. So then later on we're going to go in with a damp beauty sponge and we're just going to take that tip of it and just swipe up from the lower lash line up to the brow on an angle just to clean that right up. So don't worry about that if that happens. This is why we do the foundation last. Then I'm going to go in with Rimmel London's Soft Kohl Eyeliner in the shade Jet Black to tight line the upper waterline. Yes, this looks crazy, but this is a really good way to add some definition to the lash line without actually having to do much eyeliner. Just don't poke yourself in the eye, please. I've done it. It hurts. Then we're going to go with the Annabelle Kohl liner in the shade White on the lower waterline to really open up the eye, make it look more round, more wide awake. And this is a great thing to do if you're tired in the morning and you don't want your eyes to look so bloodshot and tired. Then we're going to curl the lashes. I like to do 3 pumps at the very base of the lash to really ensure that those lashes are up and curled and not moving. Then I'm going to use the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in the shade Black. This is just my favorite mascara. It's so wonderful. I just love that thin little plastic brush, which is perfect for lengthening, curling, separating. Then I went back in with a little bit more thrown on that compact end of the brush just to really define the crease. I wanted it to be very, very rounded to really enhance that spotlight and halo effect. Now it's time to tackle this horrible skin of mine that's just giving me nothing but problems. And I'm going to use the Physicians Formula 2-in-1 Argan Oil and Coconut Water Primer. And this is why I have to be careful tight lining. Now I have eyeliner in my eye and it's driving me nuts, but I'm okay. So like I said, we're going to go in with this primer, and it's a spray primer. So I do one spray on my forehead, one on my cheek, and one on my other cheek. And it feels so refreshing on the skin. It's a really great primer in the morning. And don't mind me, my hair is driving me nuts. It is so flippy and Florence Henderson-like right now, and it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to just get it out of my way so I can't see it, but bad hair days. So I'm going in with my Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo Foundation. I can't speak. A foundation in the shade 10N. And I'm going to use my IT Cosmetics Flat Top Buffing Foundation Brush. When I'm having a bad skin day or I need like a lot of coverage, these two are my ride or dies. Like, these two will save my skin. So all I take is a little bit on the brush. Really, what you saw is all I used. Pack it on one cheek, then the other cheek, chin and forehead, blend in circular motions, and then pat it in, and your pores are covered. It's fantastic. Then I'm going to go in with the Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer from Covergirl in the shade Fair. I want, like I said, some extra coverage today, but this concealer is so not heavy like you would think for the formula. It gives so much coverage, but it's not heavy. It's wonderful. Then I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender to blend that out on the under eye and carve out the eyeshadow. I totally forgot to carve out the eyeshadow before we went in with foundation, so we're just going to do that now because I'm a little bit forgetful. You can do it after like I'm doing right now because we didn't use any really dark shades, so you can totally get away with doing it now, but I would recommend doing it before foundation. I think it works a little bit better. Just throwing that out there. Then we're going to go in with the Benefit Boi-ing Airbrush Concealer, which is in the shape of an eraser. I think that's just so cute. Like, we're going to erase the blemishes away. I love it. Way to go, Benefit. Too cute. I'm just going to blend it a little bit onto my skin with my finger and just dab it in, and then that's all I really need to do, just on those really obvious blemishes. And I'm just going to set my face with the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder, and the Elizabeth Arden Face Powder Brush will be used to pack that into the skin. And then I'm going in with my very loved, and as you can see, very used MAC Pro Longwear Blush in the shade Whole Lotta Love, and I'll be packing that on with the e.l.f. Cosmetics Blush Brush. You guys, this blush is so pigmented. This deserves like all the praises in the world. This blush is so good, and it truly does last all day. I always notice throughout the day sometimes my blush can start to deteriorate, but this doesn't. It's great. Then I'm going in with my Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Pearl. This is a great cream to powder formula, so you can use both like your finger or you can use a brush. So I'm going to be using the Quo Cosmetics fan brush just to pack that onto the cheekbones. And oh my goodness, look at it. It is just so shimmery and bright and just so much fun, and I just love highlighting the face. Then we're also going to go over the Cupid's bow and the chin, just to highlight those high points of the face, and then the bridge of the nose, of course, to make it look as thin as possible. Then I'm going in with the Quo Cosmetics pencil brush, and we're going to take the shades Eden and Sphinx from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, and we're going to push that right along the lash line from outer to inner corner. We just want to balance the top of the eye with the bottom of the eye, of course, and always lining the lower lash line really opens up the entire eye and gives that rounded effect that we really want with this eye look. Then I'm taking the compact end of the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush from the palette, and I'm just going to smoke out that line and blend it out. Not much else is required for this. We just want to make sure everything's balanced. Then we're going to coat those bottom lashes. Any mascara will do. And then I'm taking the Elizabeth Arden flat eyeshadow brush and taking the shade Lucid, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner of the eyes. And I'm also going to put it on the brow bone just underneath the arch of the brow, just to highlight the high points of the eyes. Then we're going to go in with the Urban Decay Vice lipstick in the shade 1993, and I love this. It's just such a unique neutral shade. It has a lot of warm tones in it, and it's just really complementary to the eye with the orange shades we included. And there you go, your look is complete. I just need to go fix this terrible hair of mine, and then my look is officially complete. And I hope that was just nice and simple for everyone, and a nice alternate from a typical brown smoky eye. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more looks. Bye!